Equatorial Guinea. From Equatorial Guinea straight to South France for years. Okay, for 3 years. Around that time, Bokwari and his cabal, as we used to know them, they were reigning supreme. APC was almost in tatters. The country was already in smoke. Bokwari was like a vegetable. It was mostly away. The whole thing was a mess. And they wanted to push Bokwari for second term. They had to go and bring Tinubu back. When they brought him back, they made him the reconciliator of APC, the one that will now bring everybody fighting themselves. El-Rufai was demolishing the houses of his fellow APC senators. If he's not demolishing the houses, he's arresting them or banning them from visiting Kaduna, even though they are member of the same party. So Tinubu came back. And to take the job, what did Tinubu ask for? He said he must be given the chance to control the party. And in fact, back to the 2015 gentleman agreement that immediately after Bokwari will support him to be president too. Sure you get. So if that's going to be the case, they will have to hand over the party to him. He would have to nominate the party chairman. That was how Oshiomhole became the APC chairman to represent Tinubu. And that was how so many others who represented Tinubu and other guys too. So to win that, to rig that election, and make Tinubu be like he's in control. So immediately after the 2019 election, the northern cabal of Bokwari, they resurfaced again. This time, they want to be done with Tinubu once and for all. So at first, they went for Oshiomhole, to the point that Oshiomhole was disgraced out too for this Adamu to come on. They knew that Tinubu was putting together his own structure in APC that will work for him or pave way for him to become the APC candidate and eventual president. That was how he planned it. But immediately after 2019, Oshiomhole became the fall guy. And for a very long time, somebody who was governor was also the APC chairman until when they wanted to do the convention. So when the convention was coming, they chose this Adamu to champion whatever they wanted to do for Tinubu that time. So when this Adamu now became their chairman, it was time for them to start buying form and choose candidates. Tinubu went back to Bokwari to go and tell him that I heard that this one, that one, this one, that one is going to run for president, including Yemi, Pastor Ruga. So Bokwari said he has told everybody to go and, anybody who is interested, is open field, free field. So he reminded Bokwari that, that was not our agreement. It was like, well, let the party do what they would do. I want to be neutral. So that same day, Tinubu gave a press conference and said, I want to run for president. So around that same day was the day Tinubu declared that whatever you want to bring, bring them now. Mokuku start the fight now. So the Adamu and guys, like I said, anybody who wants to contest can buy form. Who is Tinubu? Why can't anybody buy form against him? Well, who is he? So buying form for everybody, Tinubu now saturated the whole process. Sure, you want to buy, everybody should buy form. 20 people go and buy form and say you want to be president. This Adamu that time, it was like an open grace. Abi wetin you go call am? The rain of money. Adamu was at the center. The cabal that wanted to stop Tinubu, maybe around that time, it became more like, let's make it look real to the convention then. They didn't have the number. So to their own surprise, Adamu now came out and said, after everybody don't buy form, Tinubu don't buy for, everybody don't pay 100 million. Adamu now came out and said, Bokwari's anointed candidate is Ahmed Lawan. How? And Ahmed Lawan also, who happened to be the Senate President at the time, gave a press conference to say, thank you so much, my party leaders. I appreciate everything and the trust you have in me. Kiniko. So that was when Tinubu was like, whatever they want to do, if they want to disgrace me or anything, let's go and fight. They didn't know then that while they were living in that euphoria of being powerful and cabal, Tinubu don't buy the entire place. Do you want me to explain that again? It's like you are with the presidency. Now you get the power. And whatever you say anybody should do is what they will do. Oh yeah, you do this, you do that. Oh yeah, arrest this one. Sure you get. So you are living in that euphoria. But by the time they will realize that Tinubu don't buy everything buyable, including state governors from northern Nigeria. And as a lord, drug lord, though, Tinubu no need to pay you cash to buy you. Okay? Sometimes it's called deals. If you give me this, I'll give you that. If you give me this, I'm going to give you that when I get that. And in this case, by the time it was time for their convention, now 37, the anointed candidates got. So that was the first defeat of those who actually wanted to stop Tinubu from within his own criminal gang of APC. He knows it. He knows that. Here you get. And I actually told people once, I've told you before, I said, the only people that can stop Tinubu are the same people within his own party. Because the Tinubu I knew, with what he believes are, like he said, whatever money cannot buy, more money will buy it. Instead of bribing people in INEC, why don't you just buy the entire INEC? So instead of bribing people in the media, why don't you just buy the media owners? The owners of the media houses, just buy them. Give them something that they can never refuse or reject. Make them offers they can reject. Here you get. So by the time they started, what do you call it? Their convention or congress or whatever, primaries, it was too late. Then they turned it into, okay, you know what? Then we'll use the institutions. Central bank, we'll use central bank. We'll use this one, we'll use that one. Only for them to discover that Tinubu has already even bought the DSS. Did you not see the drama? DSS was working for Bokwari. Emefiele is working for Bokwari. They are working for the same government, from the same president. Then DSS started looking, they declared Emefiele wanted inside the same government. Because Tinubu knew what they wanted to use Emefiele for. So he decided, instead of him to try to bribe Emefiele to change his mind, why don't I just use the DSS to arrest him? So that these people, even around Bokwari that doesn't know anything, I can shock them. How? But Tinubu's plan at the time was that once they arrest Emefiele, you know, the Bokwari will feel embarrassed. I said, why will you release him? But before they release Emefiele, they would have shown him in handcuffs. They would have flashed his pictures all over the place. Then 2 days later, they will say, he's been released. That's the only thing Tinubu wanted to achieve. Or a possibility of Emefiele resigning and say, okay, I have resigned for corruption. But Emefiele heard the hint. He stayed abroad. So Tinubu doesn't have to bribe people to do what he actually buy institutions. That's what he does. And he doesn't pay cash. He doesn't like have to pay you cash. I pay cash to buy them. No. He will make you the offers that you will not be able to reject. Ask Werewike. Werewike that once said, in fact, I remember that now. Sorry, this is just a little digression now. A little digression from this APC nonsense. So Werewike once said this.
For you to remove this APC from power, see, my mother told me, when a madman flocks you, don't run. If you run, the madman will pursue you. If you flock you, take stick, but flog the madman. That the madman will, this is very painful. then the madman will start running. This APC, they require people too who will tell them, say, enough is enough. And I'm that person that can tell them enough is enough. We must take this power. Power, they know the dashable. Do you dash power? Power is what? Taking. I'm ready to take it for PDP. And I will take it for PDP. No, if you're on the election, they know the dash power. Then they take power. All these people want the reelection. If they support me. To do what? I've come out. I'm going to take this power from APC back to PDP by the grace of God. God has given us what it is, and that's why God is making APC to make mistake every day. That is how you know God is with you. So I'm begging all of you here, Adamu, Suswan, Senator, spoke well, members, chairman, don't go and sell your vote. Don't go and sell your vote. Give me. Because I'm the only one that can have the capacity. APC people, when they hold meeting, they say, look, don't enter Wike's problem. They must enter. And when they have entered, I've captured them. Give me this to do. Let me return power to PDP. Thank you. It is smoke Igbo. It is take India.
All of that. And today, the story is different. So you can ask yourself, what offer did Tinubu make him? Like, what could be that? It's not money. Of course, it can't be money. You know it can't be money. Abi, it can't be that I will make you minister. No. It must be something very, very big for Wike to do a 360 U-turn. Like that. That's Tinubu for you. So if they make you an offer, you know, take them. They go want to take something more from you if you are that important or a threat. Because I can't imagine what he offered with Wike, with what he did in River State. Please, if you say you don't do your own thing, or you don't do your, but just few months to election. Even people see the kind of demand they follow the former election happened where Wike turned to Hitler like that. I mean, it won't be the first time he will turn to Hitler anyway. So, Kalu bought the institutions that could probably just challenge him. Why those who think they own the institutions, because of the power they had that time, it was too late. So now Kalu is coming back for his pound of flesh. Pound of flesh. And some are saying that why is Adamu even still there? Like walking on Shembe, like the whole thing, like it's like saying game over. Do you remember when I told you that the people that Tinubu will first go after, that you will see that it goes after they are going to be the Bokwaris people, the demagogue criminals that they were friends. I mean, they are actually friends. He's going to go after them first. So Adamu was told that chairman, and that is Oples Uzodijo of Imo State. Oples Uzodijo and Adamu, they are 5 and 6. They were like this. So it was Oples Uzodijo who went to him and said, Mr. Chairman, between me and you, after everything will happen, that you yourself know the role you played. You supposed to be the answer chairman of APC. Now that Tinubu will be say you did everything to stop, it's now the president. Mr. Chairman, it makes sense to you. And I was like, but we have already won election. I brought victory. Baba, you the mentor, you know hear me. That man, maybe say you did meeting, collect money, did all of this, all of that. Now him be the press idiot now. See, they're supposed to tell you, say, may you disappear before you disappear. And I think that was when Adamu started granting interview. Oh, they didn't praise me. They're asking for account number. They're asking for money from account. Is that what they should be asking? Shouldn't all of us be saying that, Adamu, well done. Adamu, thank you. Adamu, Oshe. Adamu, Biko. Anyway. So I think it was Kolu who called them from Nairobi. Like in Yoruba, you know when you say, hello, I'm on my way to Nigeria right now. I'm going to go and enter plane now. I don't want to see Adamu for house. So Adamu to disappear. But what can we do, sir? Because Adamu don't carry 32 billion. You know if you do account. That's even enough. But your own man did there too, Omishore. Omishore self, don't join them, share from 32 billion. Anyway, for clarity, okay, that's how much they realized from sales of forms to those who ran for different offices, assembly, national assembly, like rep, senate, governor, and all of that too. 32, whooping 32 billion naira. Adamu don't blow the money. You know, they say normally the party rule says once election is over like that, the money they realize from the election, they will now share the money to the zonal offices of APC, who will also share the money to the state offices, local government, and ward areas. Yeah, it's just like money that they will just give back to their party. Adamu and others, they don't spend the money. And from that money, okay, Adamu and his friends, they've spent 25 billion. They said only 7 billion remain inside the APC account. 25 billion. Omishore has been also removed. So Adamu now, they said, Adamu, we give you 24 hours because we are going to call a meeting. Tinubu is going to be back from Nairobi, where he went to go and do Bala Bulu. Omo, I'll show you a part of that Nairobi speech, Abi. Shefegbo. Bala Bulu, despite saying they read down. And you know that in African Union, other African countries who speak other languages like Portuguese, French, and Yoruba, and Igbo, and anyway, people speak other languages at the African Union. So when you are speaking like that, they will have to put headphone that is interpreting what you are saying to their own language, so they can hear what you are saying. Omo, Tinubu lọ ṣe Bala Blue gbèrè ní Nairobi before he called them to remove Adamu. I'll show you that one. I actually kept that earlier. 1 second though. Tinubu addressing AU. Now reading the read though. Please pay attention to the guy behind him. The guy is completely lost. Like, then when they will shock him, they can't clap after that nonsense. I'll show you quickly, just quickly.
It is much like the old scrap that plundered our country. But here and now, let it be said to whoever the new scramblers might be, our continent may be old, but our spirit is new. And it is strong. The bad that took place in the past must not stay here. It shall never be repeated.
He highlighted.
He lost like, why are they clapping? You know that thing like, which language is this? I think I actually captured that. 1 second. I asked where I captured that, and I want to believe I see it. If I don't, I'll just continue with what I'm saying. Why you going to continue? It's part of it. Okay? So the guy was kind of like, what's going on here? Like, why are they clapping? How come these people understand? They understood this man. I don't get what he's saying. Like, see that face. Can you see that? It's very, very expressive, right? Lost, confused, like, oh my God. Kilon saw. Anyway, when Kolu left Nairobi, that was the moment Adamu tendered his resignation, because they had to call an emergency NWC, National Working Committee meeting of APC. Since Adamu cannot account for the money, Adamu cannot be their chairman. Kolu doesn't even want to come back home and meet him. So when Kolu left yesterday, I think I have a copy of that. I'll show you. He left Nairobi today. So that's him. And while he left Nairobi, they quickly had that meeting and said, this is kind of funny as well, right? Adamu resigned. Omishore didn't say anything. Then this APC guy met, and they now said they have suspended Adamu. I don't understand. He's resigned. The guy already bailed. He already ran away. Kind of, right? I'll show you their meeting. A brief one.
Of the national chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, CON, and that of the national secretary, Senator Yola Omishore, CON. And with this development, and according to the Constitution of the All Progressive Congress, APC, it is now incumbent on my humble self, Senator Abubakar Kyari, as the Deputy National Chairman, North, to assume the office of the Acting National Chairman of the All Progressive Congress, APC.
So that's the new acting chairman. And, we haven't heard yet from Adamu after this. But we'd like to hear what happened to the money. Me, I'm interested though. Because, like I said, everything that will always kind of prove my own theory that these guys are criminals. This Adamu was Nasarawa governor too. To make the matter worse, Peter Obi beat them in Nasarawa. You know that? Peter Obi won in Nasarawa. That's something they couldn't take. But if that should be the case, like, why would you punish Adamu that Peter Obi defeated Tinubu in Adamawa? I mean, sorry, no, Nasarawa rather, Nasarawa. The same Peter Obi beat Tinubu in Lagos, that Tinubu couldn't even get 25% in Lagos. You know that? Tinubu didn't get 25% in Lagos, so. But they have to kind of lift the number, Adam join and all that. I mean, what is the difference between 155,000 and 980,000 votes? So must have me 195,000 is over 25%. You know, get 25% for Lagos, but they don't punish Adamu. APC Tinubu's campaign chairman, Lalong from Plateau State, he was beaten blue-black too by Obi in Plateau State. And that one is waiting to become a minister. Now, like Gandola is also going to be your minister. Okay. And then bet you do you don't collect your 8,000 or you never collect them. Now dollars they pay some people. Bet you do women leader APC giving $1,000 to women for lunch. Money for lunch when they went to go and tell Kolu to make Betty Edu minister, woman minister, coming to come. I trust that woman. That woman, when she was commissioner in Lagos, I remember when that woman was skinny FAQ. She was at 8,000 TTE. She say, you know, me, Samo. Now dollars they pay others. See people we want to revive Nigeria economy.
Honorable Anjo, did you see what Madam just did to us? She wrote here, Vicky, this is your own. She just said Vicky, and I opened the envelope. When I opened the envelope, behold, all the staff were smiling, celebrating all the staff. This is too much. This is too much for lunch. This is too much for lunch. This is too much.
I don't want to be confused. Let me know what I'm doing.
Honorable.
Àtisebo, àtisete, àti ń parọ́ tipẹ́, àtisete, tìtó òdìmú òdodo òsì mọ́, àtisete, kágbádé fálárì, àtisete, kágbẹ̀dì fálárì, àtisete adájọ́ ń parọ́ torí owó, àtisete òdìlú ń parọ́ nítorí ipò, àtisete, èdò gbówó ń tẹ́, àtisete, ìjà ń jà aráàlú, àtisete.
What shall I say unto the Lord?
Yes, Lord.
All I have to say,
Thank you, Lord.
what
shall I say? Thank you,
What shall I say?
Now, going forward, or should I say going forward? Yeah, going forward. I plan to share with you the Atifku's or Tinubu's response to Atifku's petition. This one is even more ridiculous than the way they responded to that of Obi. They didn't make any coded threat in this one, but it was more or less like copy and paste to what they pasted for Obi as well. And I'm going to find another time to actually share that with you, but I can share with you the document itself, which I have, and you can have too if you want to read through. Okay, I haven't really gone through the entire thing. I just went through their opening as well as their conclusion as well. Okay, let's see here. So they want the court to also dismiss Atifku's petition on Tinubu's identity crisis, perjury, and all of forgery, perjury, rigging, and the rest. Okay, and from what I have, it is same to say what did I call him again earlier? Wale Olanipekun. Is that what his name is again? Yeah, that's Wale San Wale Olanipekun. Anyway, according to him, right, Atifku didn't present any evidence. That just like Obi, they said Atifku is just looking and fishing for evidence too. In fact, where they mentioned that of his education, what Olanipekun put in there was that they have already received the the details of Tinubu's report from Chicago University, and it shows that he went there, but he's been dishonest. So, and they said they called a witness, which means that it was actually nothing to prove, so to say. like I said, because of our time, I am going to take you through this some other time, okay? So we are waiting for the Atifu's response. We're waiting for that of Obi's response as well. Anyway, going forward, because I'm thinking of taking calls tonight, right? There is this, hang on, let me see if I still have that up. There's this part of me that just want to send a heartfelt, what should we call that again? Because I have a sort of mixed words to use here. Because it has to do with what children and the people of Orile Agege in Lagos today actually passed through or went through. Let me see if I can bring that up. I'll show you. It's the flooding. And when I saw Agege, I knew, right? This is not something that is uncommon, okay, in Lagos. Terrain, you can tell what their road will be like or has been like before even the flood and all that. And I hope that the real help gets to them. I don't want to lament on it. I just thought that if that will bring more attention to the area for them, somehow it will be a good thing, won't it? So I have this part where I was going to share some screenshot with you based on the Lagos Abobakus, who are now feeling like they've made the grave mistake of their lives for trusting these rogues. But like I said, we're just going to push that to some other time too, so I can take calls and have a chat with everyone tonight. So thank you very much for being here. So far, so good. And if you are very much comfortable with what you have been part of tonight, and you would like to do that again, subscribe onto my channel, like this broadcast. That's your offering, okay? So I'm going to take a quick break. And when I get back, I'll take calls. And that's going to be your own turn. If you want to add anything to this, it'll be the right time. So don't go anywhere. I will be back.
Sir, good evening, sir.
Good evening to you, brother. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm happy to call this night, and it's come in through.
I was having issue
Thank you
earlier,
very
but,
much.
good enough it came through. Yeah, go on.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Actually, your this program, I can't miss it at night because it's just like a therapy for me. Even right now, I'm having an exam, but I need to listen to this program first before I can go back to read my paper. So, let me just start from what is happening inside the APC caucus now. To me, it is none of my business, and I also have emphasized that something of this will happen. And like what one of these Dele Faro team says, that do not die in their war. It is none of my business, and I even want more of that fight, so I can even dismantle their rubbish political affairs. And going back, they should tear themselves apart. That is none of my business. I even want it to collapse. So going back to this 8,000 naira of a thing. When I heard that news, I was like, man, Nigeria is shit. Oh, Nigeria is shit. Oh, now that 8K alone. Now I know it is now that I now see that that 8K is the symbol of Tinubu's this logo.
No,
I don't understand.
Anyway, or do you think that's
I actually yes. I actually know that, but in a clearer note, how did 8K want to profit? As in, I don't understand that 8K.
What can 8K
is it for?
No, well,
is it for Gary? I don't understand. I don't just understand that 8,000 naira. 8,000 naira. Well, I don't just know what to say. I don't just know. Well, I just want to call to make my contribution. Thank you very much, sir.
You should have a good
one. All right, sir.
Nice one. The 8K is a logo now. A lot of people are just kind of worried about now. Like, was that like if you turn his cap upside down? Hello there.
Hello. Hello, Mayegun.
Hello, sir. Is that fine?
Of course, it's fine.
It's fine. How you doing, brother?
I'm very good, thank you. Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir.
Yeah, I'll try and be very fast today. When your program normally starts, you start hearing this in they said in House of Rep or House of Assembly. I don't know where he said. Off the mic, off the mic, off the mic. Do you remember?
Your mic, That was this House of it was House of I think was this the reps or it was the rep. And it was
so, but it happened
Fabio's screening or something about Niger Delta.
Yes, it happened on camera, right? And everybody saw it, right?
That's right.
Then a woman was the woman that went to say hi to our president came out sharing $1,000 to women that went with her. It happened on camera,
lunch.
right?
For lunch.
For only lunch, right?
For only lunch.
It happened on camera. And then Mayegun, every day, do you know you this program is almost daily, right?
It is almost, yes.
And every day you have new topics to talk about. You have new things. Tomorrow, this one will be over tomorrow. Tomorrow you have another service. Next tomorrow you have another service.
That's right.
So I'm not going to really dwell on which one happened today and which one didn't happen today. The point is, at what point will the people say we are tired of this thing? When are we supposed to say we are tired of what is going on? The guns and the bullets you saw in going to Southeast, I normally don't like talking about such topics because I know that whatever terrorism, even Boko Haram and all these things you hear in Nigeria are the cumulative effect of leadership failure. Young men at their productive age, if you are at your productive age and you don't know where your next meal is going to come from, you are going to do anything to eat, including myself. It could be morally wrong, but that is the simple truth. So at what point are we really going to generally come together and say, even though we are now sharing the same country and nobody knows, it's not a homogeneous nation, we didn't plan to live here together. No. And now it's being difficult for us to go our separate way. But at least we can now say, at what point are we going to stop all this nonsense? Don't all this rubbish, when are we going to stop it? Everybody knows what is wrong. All of us, everybody knows what is wrong.
Everyone.
All the suggestions, every caller that is going to call after, and those that called, everybody knows what is wrong. At what point collectively are we going to say that enough is enough? When is all these things going to end?
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you very much.
You've thrown an open question that I believe that there will be a lot of people that will also have theirs too. But there's something that this program achieves, okay, is to keep people so consciously alive, all right, that until when, like, to put the answer straight, right, until when everybody will be like, no, this is not right, and it ends now. So you can't fight what you don't know. We are happy today that a lot of people are more conscious and even more angrier. But maybe the number is not yet the number yet. Maybe it's not yet what can actually take us to that, kick-off time. But with regular, constant, education, information, and you stay angry, one day that anger will be an energy that is going to be channeled positively. But you can't fight if you don't know much. See ignorance everywhere too, Baba. So yeah, let me take another call. I think I got that. Hello there.
Hello, sir. My good general.
How are you?
Sake ló ń pè láti Russia.
Bàjẹ́ Sake ó péjọ mẹ́ta.
Ó tọ́jọ́ kan sà, ọjọ́ kan pẹ̀lú sà. First time tí máa pè sórí nọ́mbà ìpadà lílé.
I'm glad you made it too. Thank you very much, Baba.
Sà, mo pè nítorí Ahmed ọ̀bọ tó wà l'Abuja àbí kí lórúkọ ẹ̀ tó láti Kwara yẹn. Mohammed àbí kí ló porúkọ ẹ̀ Mohammed. That is why I'm calling this night. Anyone who has never fought in Nigeria before will be the one that will be scared. I was a student union president when I was still in school in Nigeria. I could have lost my life due to protest when I was still in Nigeria. I remember then, what happened was that a vehicle crunched an old man coming from the farm in my community, and that man died immediately. As a student union president of that same community, we blocked the federal road and we told them that nobody will pass through this place because that place is a place whereby there's a big market. And we blocked that road more than 12 hours. To the extent that they have to call the governor of Ondo State, then Olusegun Mimiko, that we need a road breaker, that is this bump, so that it will stop massive speed for vehicle in that market square.
That's a precaution.
And it will caution the vehicles that are coming. Unfortunately, the governor responded that he is not in Ondo State, that is in Abuja, that he can't come. They send soldiers to come and shoot people. But unfortunately, when those soldiers came to that square, we told them that until this thing is done, we are not going to leave the road. Even the king of that community, Professor Oluyede, came to that particular place. And we, the students, we told him, sir, go back to your palace. If you can't call the governor to come and do something to these unnecessary killings in our land. And we fought it to stand still that day. I don't know when Nigeria will stop this scared of a thing. We are scared. We don't want this. I'm happy today that we, the people, are standing firm with Obi, because if revolution did not happen, like we have always said, I don't think there is going to be any solution in Nigeria. And we know their mantra. Their mantra is to scare the people. That is why you see them, Tinubu saying rubbish, anarchy in the land. Which anarchy? Anarchy will be in Bodili, where is this village? In Lagos. That is where anarchy will start from. That is where anarchy will start from.
Somebody said that if the court remove him, well, there's no anarchy. There's going to be actual jubilation all over Nigeria. Okay. Another person now told me something.
No any anarchy.
Okay. You know what somebody also told me? Yeah. Somebody also told me that you see this story. I mean, this what do you call escalating of this anarchy statement and all of that could be another gimmick between him and the court to make everybody look like he's scared of the court. Sure, you get, so that when the judgment comes, okay, it will just be like those of you who are not scared of the court will be the one complaining then. Somehow, like a diversionary tactic, whatever.
Mayegun. We know that even you have been saying that we don't expect anything. But at this point, it has shown all that be egungun ẹja ni ó ti àwọn ọlọ́fun. Kó tó di pé lọ́ọ̀yà wọn máa lè fi sínú statement yẹn. They don't defend anything now. How do you want to defend these criminals? They don't defend anything. Ó ti àwọn ọlọ́fun, ó ti rí pé kíní ti àwọn ọlọ́fun kò sí nǹkan tó lè ṣe mọ́. Kò sí. See, though we are going to be surprised, everyone is going to be surprised. I myself is going to be surprised if there is something else. But to me, I believe that something is going to happen. Mayegun, even all those people that are calling you and saying that there is nothing going to happen, sir, something will happen in Nigeria. Ìyà ò tí dojú ẹ̀ là ń sọ pé àwọn èèyàn ń bẹ̀rù. Kò séèyàn tó ń bẹ̀rù ikú mọ́ Nàìjíríà. Bó ṣẹlẹ̀ lónìí sà, mo ṣe tá àti padà sí orílẹ̀-èdè Nàìjíríà kájọ lọ jàjà kí n bá fẹ́ kú kí n kú. I'm telling you sir, if I want to die, let me die. Èmi ò bẹ̀rù láti gbà ìyá àti bàbá mi mọ̀ ń gbé mi ò bẹ̀rù rí. That is why I am a revolutionarist right from day one. And I will never stop that. Ìyà yìí ti tó, and we must fight for our life. If not, we are just going to continue in this slavery.
Thank you. I see me well to
God bless you, my
people there, Baba. Strong man.
Russia.
Strong man, ni Baba, you stay alive. Thank you so much, Baba. Nice one,
God bless you.
And you too. I'll take this one. Russia foul. And the way they make us believe that in Russia there is no YouTube, there's no Facebook, because they are using different network. They cannot connect with us. That's not so true. Somebody just proved that. So I have a caller. Hello there.
Hello, Michael. Very, very interesting
convo tonight.
Show today.
I know.
Very interesting. I'm fine, thank you. How are you doing?
Very well, oh. I'm back as usual. Like I never left.
That's very good. So a quick one, right?
Please.
I've been thinking, just watching Tinubu, watching this catastrophe of a government that is going on day to day, and I have to say to myself, I think Tinubu's government is the gift that keeps on
giving.
If you think about it, so many things have been exposed. Take, for instance, Asari Dokubos. We now know that the so-called what's it called? Unknown gunmen. Exactly. We now know that they are not unknown. They have a leader, and it's government funded, basically, right? And then we have the criminals, so many criminals in power. I feel like, even if at the end of the day, this judiciary doesn't do what the judiciary is supposed to do. At this point in time, I don't know what other evidence they want. This man is an illegitimate president. He's selected. He has not been elected by anybody. And like you rightfully said, I think in your previous show, like if you're saying, okay, there's going to be anarchy, who exactly is going to start that anarchy?
Exactly.
Because nobody voted for you. You don't have the numbers. Okay, the numbers that you have is all made up at the end of the day. And you have kind of like disenfranchised so many people, even people in your own camp at the end of the day. They are all suffering. The suffering, exactly. The suffering is not, selective. It is everybody. Igbo, Yoruba, Hausa, everyone is.
Managing to cope with
everyone is
mechanism.
Exactly. Everyone is, drinking this cup of water. We're not being spared, even home and abroad. At the end of the day, right? So I feel like this is a government that keeps on giving, and that it will continue this way, and what they think will not happen will eventually happen, right? Right now, I'm just thinking, okay, this judiciary, people are just fapping about. We're waiting for the 14th. Is it not the 14th of August? Okay, you come and tell us whatever it is you want to tell us, and then Nigerians will react, because I believe that Nigerians will react, because the stress is too much. It is too much, at the end of the day.
And,
so
people can't
right
even
now, I think
it anymore. You can't pretend anymore. That's why I used that illustration I used earlier, right? That if all of us who are marginalized, suffering, struggling, cheated, stolen from by these people, right? If all of us from every part of Nigeria began to react same way and pick up arms to fight it, there will be nobody left. There will be a civil war.
Exactly. And a lot of people say, okay, if you're afraid of people, people are already dying. People are already dying. People are already suffering. People don't even know where they're going to get their next meal, how they are going to survive, right? And you're saying, oh, the world is going to be in anarchy. We're already in anarchy. There's already chaos. There's already chaos in the land. So let me leave you. I have people. Let me leave you.
All right. I could hear the wee ones there. We call them wee ones, like the kiddies, right?
Yeah.
So
they're on holiday now. I can't hide.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right.
So that's a chim there for from the US, by the way. Here is another caller. Hello.
Yes, Samayegi.
Sir.
Good afternoon. Oh, good evening, yeah.
Good evening or afternoon. It all depends. How you doing, sir?
I'm all right. How are you? It's been a couple of days or 3 days, 4 days now.
I know. Thank you.
This is Air Force One. So,
Air Force One back. Go on.
Yes, I am back. So, Mayegun, this thing is perplexing, and it's, God have mercy, it's shameful too. I don't know about this whole drama. But there is one prayer I remember in the religion world, Christian dom, that they used to pray that the Lord should put confusion in the camp of the enemies. You know what I'm saying? Right. So I think if the thing is, Nigeria and all these leaders, they themselves, what we need to understand, number one, is that they don't have rest of mind. They are
go on.
Because lies are building. They are building lies upon lies, lies upon lies, lies upon lies. So at the end of the day, the only thing that will come is destruction. They will destroy themselves. Whatever they are building, it won't last. Like somebody said yesterday, where I on forum that and Toba Tinubu a rule of Igba and Toba Igba. That is somebody who attained a position or a blessing in an unworthy way.
Through deceit.
At the end of the day, destruction is going to come thereof.
Undeserving glory don't last, by the way.
Yes.
This one is
so this
with blood.
Anarchy. So this anarchy thing that he's talking about is just like it's charade, Bobo, like he used to say. Charade and Bobo. They are just trying to scare people. Nothing will happen.
No go fall.
Nothing will happen. Yes, nothing will happen. Nothing will happen.
We just want to see
another thing is
what will be after that anyway. Like, how are they going to handle it?
Yeah. Like 2 days ago that you talk about legitimacy and everything. What people need to understand is that when you are talking about obedience, how they work so hard, how, and you also say something that day that so astonishing that which one out of those 3 candidates can come out 11 months or 8 months to election and stand like the way Obi did and carry that, like, brought that tsunami that he brought.
Like, just leave this party, big party, just leave them. Go and pick anything. Go and pick another
party. Just leave them. Come.
For presidential election. Nobody. Let's be honest.
None of them.
Even Obi that tried it, I bet he didn't expect all of that. I don't think he will expect that much. Even Obi himself.
Nobody.
He shocked everybody.
Nobody.
Tinubu and Atiku, so they won't put them inside the same category with them because everybody is the same. That's unfair. That's actually not true. It's absolute lie, right? If you take all of them and say, yeah,
Yes.
Obi, Atiku, and Tinubu, you can't say they are the same. In fact, if to
They are not the same.
fear, you go be two of them, like say they no be politicians.
No, they're not the same. They're the Gen Z. What they need to know that Gen Z.
It's about these people who are tired, who are angry, who are raging. And
yes.
they have been showing it all this while. But they are calling their bluff.
Yes.
They said they should go and vote. Go and join politics if you are not happy with the way we are ruling Nigeria. Go and join Kiniko. They did.
And they did.
Then you read them. And you want them to go away. That's where they work. Air Force One.
No, they're not going to go away. And they are also, another thing is, they should know that Gen Z is not recognize that guy as their president.
They don't recognize.
They do not think that they are. No, they're not. Then one thing before I go, observation now.
Yes, sir.
See, there's one thing about you that I like. Like I said, the first time ever I spoke with you, I said, I saw my replica is you. That is, the kind of personality you have is what I have too. And that's why I'm highly drawn into your show and everything. But there's something that our people, like I'm a caller now. Other previous callers, they've been calling for days now. There's something that I've noticed that's been going on. See, this is an opinionated, if there's anyone like that. Like we are here to express our opinion. Okay, you bring the topic, you talk at it at length. Yes. Everybody come in, talk from different perspectives and ideas and everything like that. So if anybody says something that is not sitting well with anyone,
exactly. It's yours to kind of.
Just when you call, like now, if I'm done with you right now, just speaking with you right now. If anybody disagrees with what I said, just call me and say I disagree with the last caller. I don't say the last caller is stupid. Okay. Do not call anybody opinion stupid. Okay, because everybody have right to their opinion, and I've seen that a lot happening. Even this Mohammed case, please. From now on, whatever Mohammed said, Mohammed already understood now very perfectly well the kind of platform this is, and he can't change it. So if Mohammed said anything, just come. Don't even mention his name any longer. Just come in and say, "Hey, I disagree with the last caller.
So, very simple.
This is my own point of view."
But somebody is also going to call and say they disagree with you too. You wouldn't like a platform whereby you are picking up your phone. Your children are by the side. You just made a contribution and somebody called in and started calling you idiot. That's stupid person. And you're like, like.
But if I called and I said, oh, the last caller, it's so stupid. That's very stupid. No, don't say that.
We can avoid that. Leave that to me now. I mean, they use those words on these criminals. Let me use that on those criminals. I mean, it's just that.
No, yeah. If for the criminals, in fact, I will go and originate another word for myself. Yes, but on ourselves, that we the followers on ourselves. We should be careful,
we need to have a conversation like this,
Yes, we should be careful so that if we disagree with anyone's opinion,
if we decide that hard now, right? Everybody is talking. I can't disagree.
Yes, sir.
Come on, throw chair at you and say, "You are mad. I disagree."
No. All we've been doing for this year, all this thing we've been doing for years now, is just enlightening people.
Yes,
letting people to realize what is going on. It's not like probably you are bringing any immediate solution to it right now. Okay? We all know what we have on ground. So that is why opinions is what we are. Ideas, opinions. So just to respect each other's opinions and move on. I appreciate you, sir, for your
thank you so much
for your time, man, and everything that you do.
Thank you, sir.
More kudos to your help.
Nice one, Baba. Appreciate you too. It's true. Sometimes some opinions can be very annoying. You are so angry where you are sitting down, like, look at this. Or if you call in, right? The maturity in you is what we kind of see how you handle. But again, I don't know if you tell anybody what they are going to say, but if you can show that kind of little restraint too, it will be so much appreciated. Hello there.
Hi, Maegu. How are you?
Kenneth, my own Ken.
Sir.
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. You?
Very well, Lou. Thanks for asking.
Yes, the last caller actually hit the nail on the head. People should learn how to, pick a point whereby you don't have to call anybody's name. You don't have to use negative languages or anything. Address the issue. Go after the issue, and then make your case, and then move on. I mean, it's not like today me and Michael were talking. We're not going to have our issue. We'll have our issues. We'll address our issue. We'll move on.
Yes.
And
The purpose is to
anyway,
hear ourselves. And if me, Mayegun, just want those who agree with me to listen to me, then I shouldn't be using phone line. Sure, you get. Like I should just come here and talk. And my own people will say, yeah, Mayegun, well done. Yes, another good one. Good night, Mayegun. We'll see you tomorrow. So if we say everybody should call in, that means random people. Everyone can call from anywhere. And what they're going to say, we should learn how to be like, okay, let me listen to what you're saying. No, I don't agree with this one. No. It's more respectable that way than for us to start calling ourselves names. Not numbers yet.
Okay. Yeah, let me hit the 2 points I want to put so that I can allow us to call. Remember that video, the video you showed where like at the AU, was it AU or where Tinubu was making that speech, and then you were pointing out to the guy that was
that guy,
yeah. The interesting thing here is that the whole world saw it, everybody saw it, and then the same APC, the same Lagos Ababuku, all of them will pretend as if that did not happen. But it did happen. But it's a clear indication of the more things, in the medical field, the more things that are still going to come. That which you just showed is just a tip of the iceberg. Just keep your fingers crossed. He's going to make more mistakes. He's going to do things that eventually it's going to be very. So that which you saw is just a tip of the iceberg. Anyway, moving to the other aspects of the APC rank or the money they couldn't account for.
Isn't it?
Exactly. Mayegun, like you said, nobody should die or find themselves in their war.
No.
As you can see, exactly. As you can see all along, just like the names and the kind of points you lay out about these people, these criminals, you can see that right in there. See what is going on. Look at the amount of money, Mayegun. Look at the amount of money these guys are looting. They can't even account for how many months. They can't account for that money. And then you have the temerity to say you are giving 8,000 naira for family of 6 or